All right, here we go. Episode 37 of To Hell with the Podcast. I am Tim. I'm here with my co host, Daryl. And today, if this is your first time, well, first of all, let me say this. If this is your first time listening and you're like, what is To Hell with the Podcast? We are a show that talks all things Stryper related. Michael Sweet, Robert Sweet, Oz Fox, Perry Richardson, the new bassist, and we talk old era, we talk about the new modern stuff, but we are talking all things Stryper. And that's what we do because they are one of our favorite bands. But I do want to say this, we are not affiliated with them. We have no ties to them. So this is just something that we do for fun. But again, this is episode 37. And good evening to you, Daryl.
Good evening to you, sir. Yes, this is one of the things that charges me up. I love doing this pod with you. And it's like, nobody's paying us to do this. It's just fun. So,
It makes us stay on our toes a little bit too.
It forces us to, do a little research and listen to music, which is always a great thing. So I'm as always, very excited to be here. So, and it's 7:30 on a Monday night. So what kind of life am I leaving?
Well, it's 7:30 for me too. So, it's.
So yeah, my wife's like, you're doing a podcast at 7:30 on a Monday night. She's like, all right, I'm going to bed. So.
Well, well, your wife said that. I told my wife, yeah, I'll probably do it around 8:15 or 8:30. She goes, can you do it earlier than that so you can wrap up early?
Well, all right.
So it's like, well, we're in the middle of watching this. I'm not going to say what it is right now, but we're in the middle of watching this podcast and we're about halfway through it. So I think she wants to finish it tonight. So
dang, I had higher expectations, but okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We watched half of it last night and because now, all the shows that we watch, they're on hiatus for the summer break or whatever it is. And it's just like we're looking for new things to watch. And it's like we try new things and it's like, man, this show sucks. Or
Startup.
Startup?
Startup is a show.
Where?
It's on Netflix. And it's about a new startup with cryptocurrency, but the initial seed money was from a drug dealer. And there's all kind of, nefarious stuff going on there. But we've been watching The Pit, and obviously they're on hiatus now, but that show is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, I may have to check that one out because I'm telling you, every single one of the shows that we watch, they have gone on hiatus right now. And it's just like, what do you want to watch tonight? So summertime typically tends to be when we go back and we binge an old show. Like one summer we did Seinfeld, another summer we did Cheers, another summer we did Frasier, you know, right now. So we've been binging those old shows that we have that make us laugh. I'll tell you that.
Man, when Rebecca and my wife was in the hospital a few days ago, and Friends was on, and we were both like, why is this funny? I mean, neither one of us got it because neither one of us watched it when it came out, and it's just like, I, I, all right, next. And we're also the same way with Seinfeld. So, whatever. I don't know if we just never got like TV sitcoms because I think Cheers was kind of funny, but I mean, I don't know. Unless you're taking me back to like old school Saturday Night Live stuff, I'm probably not going to be with you on that. But
well, I'll tell you with Friends, I watched that show at the beginning, and then when they should have changed the title to Friends with Benefits, that's when I stopped watching it because I was like, okay, this is just getting out of hand now. It's like they're all.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it really changed the tone of the show, and and I'm not trying to be prude or anything, but it was just like it became too soap opera for me. It was just like, oh, come on.
We were on a break.
Yeah. I mean, how many yeah, that's like the joke for 8, 9, whatever seasons it
And
was,
see,
but
that's really the only line I can recite from Friends.
but we're
And I
talking
knew I knew Magnum PI was on there.
yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Selleck.
Tom Selleck was on there, yep.
And that's about all I could tell you about Friends.
I could tell you a little bit more, but I've never watched the whole thing, I'll say that. So, but we're not here
Anyway,
to talk about TV shows like I said at the
right?
beginning. We're actually here to talk about one of our favorite bands, Stryper, and man, they came out with a new song
It's
last
that new
week.
music.
New music. And it's so weird. And I'll say this, it's just really weird to say they have new music because it's not because they are a band from the '80s, but it just because we've talked about this so much. Michael Sweet, whether it's him, a side project, or Stryper, it's just constantly music is like being pumped out by him. So, like we've said, we've already talked about the master plan that came out earlier this year. We talked about Iconic's new song and their first album, which that's releasing June or July. I don't remember the exact. I think it's July. And then you've got a Stryper song that's new. And it's just like it's not like it's been 2 years since the last Stryper. Well, it has been 2 years since the last Stryper album came out, but it's not like it's been 2 years since we've heard something from Michael Sweet.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna have a 2-year period where you're not gonna have new new Michael Sweet music because that dude, he's a freaking machine, dude. But, I mean, I'm excited about this song because I know it gets me in the groove to where, like, okay, cool, we're gonna have a new Stryper album soon, which means we're gonna have a new Stryper tour soon, and, because, you and I are going to see shows, and I'm just like, this this is, this kinda thing kinda, gets me going, and so I'm just like, yeah, I'm really stoked about this new song, and we'll get to it, but I'm really stoked about this new song. But but yeah, you're not gonna have a 24-month period where you're not gonna get anything from Michael Sweet, unless something really tragic, or unless he just decides it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to Mexico for 2 years or whatever. I mean, he's not gonna stop. His brain doesn't work that way.
I mean, he says it all the time. I mean, he's said it. He's always got a song in his head. So, or I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah,
but I
no,
mean,
you're not wrong.
he's always got something going on, and he's putting it pen to paper. And I mean, this new album is going to have 11 songs on it. I love it when there's more than 10 songs. I just feel like 10 is like the normal number. Give me a little bit more. So I love it when it's 11, 12, 13 songs. I love albums like
Yeah, and it'll probably be like 45 minutes.
yeah. Yeah, I mean this first song, it I like we'll get into it in a minute, but it's a little bit on the shorter side. It doesn't even it clocks in at barely 3.5 minutes, but I feel like you said, it's probably going to be about 45 minutes worth of music. But I mean, with this thing, I mean, the you we can break it down. We can talk about the lyrics of the song. We can talk about the music of the song, and because Michael Sweet actually broke it down on his Facebook page the other day, because of course he releases a song. And so what he said, after reading all the comments on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, that he would address some things so there could be a better understanding of the band, the music, and the message. So he starts out with the lyrics. And lyrically, and I'll get to what he says about this in just a minute. But for me, with some of the things that you and I just off the record have talked about, we haven't really talked about it on online before, but the first verse is going, people walk beside me, they fade without a sound. I've learned to trust the ones who stuck around. And you and I both say, hey, you think about all the people that have come and gone in your life. You probably have, when I say you, I'm speaking in general terms, you probably have three, maybe four that have really stuck beside you that entire time. I mean, I know that. I mean, that's how you and I have been. I mean, you've stuck around with me. I've stuck around with you. I've got a couple of other people that have been like that throughout my entire life. But there's a lot of people that just come and in your life, and it's the ones that do stick around and really walk beside you versus coming and going really quick.
No, I've always said, and I've had some of my guys that have walked beside me. It's like you can probably count on one hand the number of friends that you actually need. The rest of them are not like not kick them to the curb, but it's like, if you need somebody, they're on this hand, so yeah, it's like, I got you and, a few other people that I can depend upon. That's that I guess that's the spot. So, but yeah, I mean, especially when you start to get a little bit older, it's like I don't need a lot of friends. I just need the ones that are going to have my back.
Yeah, exactly. And he goes into, well, it's still part of the first verse, but the torn by expectation and voice is not my own. How many times do we hear, all the expectations that people want to put on us, that people expect us to live by? People, I mean, that's one thing my wife and I have really been talking about lately. It's the expectations that people have had that we, in their mind, we didn't live up to. And then because these expectations that they have, he goes on to say in the song, you know, but then I found the strength to walk alone. And then sometimes you have relationships in a sense that are torn. And this is the way I'm interpreting the song. I'm not necessarily saying this is the way he interpreted the song. This is just
Now, go
me.
on. You're doing good.
But with that in mind, you know, if you have expectations of me, this is who I am. And if I can't live up to your expectations, I'm going to walk alone. And then it goes into, I'm all right. I'm okay. You know, and I think that's the thing that I've had to learn to deal with in my life is just like, I'm not going to live up to everybody's expectation. You know, I can live the best that I can. And here I am. And if you don't like me, so be it, and that's okay. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Well, and that's hard to do though sometimes. I mean,
It
especially
is.
especially as I hate to say this, especially as guys. I mean, we we expect to, live up to expectations. And, it is very difficult for us to, all right, I have this particular, set of friends or this friend or whatever, but we do try to live up to a certain set of expectations, and whether it be, real or unreal, you know, depending on the person, whether it be your mom or, some other friend that you have or whatever, it's still until you figure out how to work through it. That's just a freaking me being in therapy for, 15 years, but whatever, whatever. I'm just saying, I don't worry about those expectations anymore. It's like, hey man, this is this is what I am. And so
Yeah.
whatever.
And that's
I
all you
mean,
can do. That's all you can be. And I think for me, I look at it and go, I'm all right. I'm okay because I'm being true to who I am, and I'm not
right.
putting on this facade for other people to live up to their expectations. You can't do that to me, and or if you do it, it could void the relationship that we have. Or destroy it.
Well, yeah, if somebody's imposing their expectations on you, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. So
Yeah.
anyway, we but yeah, I mean that's a yeah, yeah, I mean at this point, and I feel like both of our lives, it's like, well, if you can't accept what's in front of you, then sorry.
Yeah, and so I mean, and then right after that, he goes into the chorus. You know, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm
I
okay,
love the chorus.
yeah, so do I. I'm alive to find my better days, and then getting into the second verse, rebuilt the things that failed me, turned the ruins to gold, lessons learned and stories still untold. I've made peace with old decisions, the roads I never took. I faced the storm that others overlooked, and that to me, you know, how many times in life, and I can speak to myself, we plan something, we do something, we take a certain road, and it doesn't go as it planned, and then all of a sudden you get stuck in the misery of that decision. Like it didn't turn out, it didn't come to, the best laid out plan just didn't come to fruition. And then, but no, I mean, you can take that and turn it around, turn like you said, turn the ruined stones or turn the ruins to gold. Lessons learned and stories still untold, and the lessons that you can learn from that. And it goes back to the whole thing, yeah, I've made some decisions, they didn't pan out, and the things that failed me. And, but at the end of the day, I'm all right and I'm okay. And ultimately, why are we all right? Stryper has the Christian message behind them and the faith behind them. Why are we all right? I mean, things that could have destroyed so many people and have destroyed a lot of people, but we're all right. We're okay because of who we are in Christ at the end of the day. And that's why we can be all right and okay, even when things don't turn out the way we planned, or people walk away, or they don't accept us for who we are.
Yeah, that's a great point, dude. Heck, though, you know, we're talking about this band, and their whole freaking message is, because we're here because of our faith in Christ, and it's, you know, this song, is like, yeah, you have to stay here, but you know, it's it might suck, and but you're still going to stay here because of your faith in Christ. And it's like there's so many stories. I mean, we could crawl through the Bible and
Yeah.
you know Job, David. I'm not going to start, but yeah, there's just so many things. And so there, I don't know. There's so many reasons that I like this song, but it and when I first started listening to it, I was like, man, this is this sounds old school. And then I was going through it and I was like, oh, this is kind of new school. And then there was like a story arc to it, and just I I was really impressed that this is the newest thing that they have come out with, and I was just like, man, good job, guys.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It really blends what Michael Sweet had been talking about, really blending the old with the new. Like, hey, this is going to sound, but we're making it modern, but it's going to have the elements of the old. And I think they did a really good job with it on this song. And I mean, he goes on to say here, and I don't understand why people would think this when he was talking about the lyrics and he was responding to some of the comments that he made, and he goes, some people think we've wandered from our faith. And I'm like, I don't understand why with these lyrics
That's
people
silly.
would think that they walked from their faith. I didn't pick that up, you know, at all. And he goes on to say these lyrics are based on his own personal battle with cancer and rising above that. And no matter what, knowing that I'm all right and I'm okay. It's an anthem to anyone who is going through tough times. And it's meant to be inspiring and to help others keep the faith during the storm, just like you were just saying just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. Wow. What? I, I,
This is what
anybody
I
that
think. This is what I think he talks about. He goes, he put something new out, And then people all meet some people, I don't know how many people did it. I didn't go look at the comments. Oh, did you guys wander from your faith? Why? Why would wh- I just don't get
What
that.
why where would you get that from, I guess is I mean, I don't know. I hate that I wanna call people unintelligent, but sometimes I just don't think you read through the entirety of the plot line. I just sometimes it makes me mad.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's to me, it's just like you said, I don't get it. It's just like, where did
I
that
mean,
come
ho
from?
where did you get that from? And and I mean, this dude has a pretty decent track record,
Yeah. He just came out with the master plan, and he's
right?
been talking about the master plan, consistently for almost the past year, it seems like. And he just releases the master plan, has incredible faith-based songs, but less than 2 months later, oh, have you guys walked away from your faith? I just
It's
I don't get the
people
process
people are
sometimes.
people are just gonna bitch. I mean, that's fine. And it's the freaking music world, dude. I mean, everybody's gonna bitch about everything. It's fine. I mean, and Mike being in this world for all these years, it's not gonna I'm sure it bothers him, but it's it's gonna roll off his back. I mean, or he wouldn't still be here.
No, it's because trust me, just looking at what we've talked about before, the attacks from the and I'm just using these terms because we know what they talk about, what we're talking about. The attacks from the secular world, and I'm putting that in air quotes if you're listening, and attacks from the Christian world. He's just kind of like, no pun intended, caught in the middle of getting attacked from both of them. And it's just like, man, for them to have weathered all the attacks that they've been through and to continue just going and going and pushing forward. And this is who we are. This is what we're going to do. I mean,
Well, the
hats
fact
off to them because so many other people would have just said, forget it.
well, the fact they never changed, really. I mean,
Yeah. And I mean, the thing, yeah. So, I mean, so we'll get into the music part in just a minute.
at some point,
But he also went on to say about the look. He said in the new photos we're wearing primarily black, which I really liked. I thought they were some really cool
it looks
photos that they
cool.
put out on Facebook. And why? Because we love our food and black hides that. And he says, haha. All kidding aside, as the years go by, it's not always practical to have head to toe yellow and black outfits made. So we decided to wear a lot about black. We haven't gone to the dark side. We're just more simplified. And I mean, I love some of the photos that they've seen just in black because I've always liked black. It's like, I
Well, it
mean,
does hide that extra 15 pounds, you know?
yeah, I know, it can. But I mean, it's just, I think it looks
N
fantastic
no, it looks cool. Yeah, for sure.
because, I mean, let's see, if you haven't seen it, I've got one somewhere. Okay. Okay. Michael needs to stop with the AI. I'm just kidding if you're listening. I'm just kidding with this because sometimes it's like, what the heck is this? You know, like,
Yeah, that one I sent the other day, he's like, "Yeah, this is AI." I was like, "Okay, cool."
yeah, because you had the one with the blonde tips,
Yeah,
then you had the one with the
yeah, he looked
curly
like Guy
hair,
Fieri.
you had the one with the curly hair, and then you had the one that I think he posted today, and it's them like in black monk suits or something like that, or Catholic, or priest suits, and the instead of a white collar, it's a yellow collar. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, he has a lot of fun with the AI stuff. It's kind of fun to watch.
Well, AI is fun.
And so, but he goes on to say, music, and they say, okay, the look. And he said, number four was, this is only one song. There's 10 to go. Every song is different. Every song shares its own style and story. All I can say is wait till you hear the rest. I believe that this is our best album. for many reasons. Obviously, time will tell. That remains to be seen, as you will all determine whether my words are fact or fiction. Regardless, have a really good feeling about this one. I believe you to I believe you will too once you hear it from top to bottom. And when I would say this first song is an excellent start to be
Yeah.
the best.
No, dude, I was really hyped for this one because it really did like take me back. And like I think you said it earlier, it was a good split between the old and the new. Cuz it it really did give me everything that I wanted in a Stryper song. The production was really bright, and so and they had all the vocal pieces that I wanted, and they had all the, 1-2 solos that I wanted, and so it was like, "All right, let's freaking go, man. If you can give me an album like this, I mean, I'm down." So, yeah, I was I was I was really digging this first song, so, yeah. If they give me a record like this, I mean,
Well, it's going to probably have, its mix of, I mean, this is probably something a little bit on the heavier side. They'll probably do something more, a little bit rock, and then they'll probably throw in their, I'm just guessing. I haven't, read or anything or seen anything, but I could only assume that there's probably one ballad on here because,
there's one song for Tim.
yeah, one song for me, which I still love. And but the interesting, I shouldn't say this is interesting, but he said the band. He said number 5 was the band. This is our lineup. This will excuse me. This will remain our lineup until we retire. Some people hold on to the past. This is the present. This is the future. This is who we are. We're happy, passionate, productive, blessed, and excited about what's to come. Some rather amazing things are in store for us and for you. As I say often, the best is yet to come. Thank you for all your undying support and for listening for 42 years. Much love and respect, Michael.
Well, that's a that's an interesting post. I mean, we did nobody's thinking that this lineup is gonna change from what it is now. So, but it sucks to think about them retiring.
Does. It really does. It's like, let's not think about that yet. He said the goal. I've heard I shouldn't say I've
Right.
heard him. I've seen it written a couple of times. The
Yeah.
goal is
20.
21 albums.
Yeah.
So you got this one, 18, 19, 20, 21. So four more. Four more, including this one. So we still got a little bit of time.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it d but it still sucks to think about, but, uh but yeah, I mean, if this is the lineup that we have to deal with, then I I'm okay with that, but yeah, I hate to think about one of my favorite bands retiring, you know,
I know.
but, you know, it and when I think about bands retiring, I always think about what Eddie Trunk says, "No band ever retires." So, we'll have to see. I mean, there might be one-offs or whatever, but, you know, they'll make a few records, do one or two more tours or whatever. But, I mean, Slayer retired 5 years ago, and they're doing another show, like, next year, so no band ever retires. I mean, we'll have to see how it rolls. So, the the money's always out there. So,
Yes. That I would agree with. The money is always out there and people,
it's like,
but if you suck bad enough, people may actually not buy the tickets is what we have talked about before.
dude, the blue spot thing was news story on ABC tonight.
Really? For which band?
Yes, just in general. There were let's see, I couldn't dang it, I'm sorry. There were a few bands that had had to cancel shows because of the blue spots, and I'm just like, "Well, yeah, if you didn't charge $350 for your tickets," but, but yeah, it's a thing, man. I mean, I don't know. It's it's a weird thing.
I know that's the thing that's interesting, it's these bands that are coming out, unless you wanna sit, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but unless you wanna sit way in the back and pay 50 bucks and, you know, be way in the back and they look like they're 4 inches tall, and you're not in the vibe. I mean, these tickets that I'm seeing nowadays, I can't believe how much that they do go for. And I'm not trying to get political on this statement, but I think with just the way the economy is right now, with gas prices up, food prices still high, people are like thinking, I'm gonna save my money. I'm not gonna go see a $300 show. If I buy
No,
2 tickets, it's $600.
no, I agree. I mean, everything that I everything I have purchased, every show I have tickets for, I bought like a year ago. We're going to see Youngblood, and there's tickets for freaking, I don't know, $85 a piece, and they were at Chastain in Atlanta, and that's gonna be cool because 'cause I'm going with my oldest daughter and her fiancé and, my wife and I, and that's gonna be awesome. We were supposed to go see Barry Manilow, but he, has some health concerns, so it it didn't get canceled, but it has been rescheduled, but I'm just like, I don't
Twice.
even.
Been
Yes.
rescheduled twice.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And I hate to
but
say, I don't hate to say this, but I'm sitting as we're recording this. I know what's going on outside my office right now, and it's my wife and my youngest son dancing to music, and they are playing 70s music. And right now it's the Bee Gees Staying Alive. Yeah, I know. I hear it going on in the background.
you gotta love that, though.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
what
good.
song was it? What song was it? I'm trying to remember. My son started
Whether
really
you're a lover, you're
jamming
wealthy,
out.
you're a mother, you're staying alive. I yeah.
My son really started jamming out to a new song, and I can't remember what song it was.
A Bee
Well, I'll
Gees
have to.
song?
No, 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 not a Bee Gees song,
Okay.
a recent song, and I'm trying to remember. He heard it, and he wanted to keep playing it and keep
To your
dancing to
kid,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I can't remember what song it was. Oh, well.
Well, keep him off of that pop sh
But, yeah, so, I mean, so I know I took us off track there, but with
No, but ticket prices are freaking stupid, man.
yeah,
I just I can't. I'm because I mean, like, you and I were talking, you know, about the Motley Crue thing. It's like, I'm not doing 350 'cause 'cause my wife and I wanna go see the Eagles, but, like, good God.
yeah, I
I
know,
mean,
I
it's
know, it's
for garbage tickets, it was like $350 a piece, and she's like, "Yeah, but I'd never seen the Eagles." I was like, you know, we only have a few bands left on the bucket list. The Eagles is one of them, and of course, you and I talked about Duran Duran, and Duran Duran is gonna be coming around here soon. I don't even wanna know what those prices are gonna be, and maybe Sade will grace us with her presence. I don't even know. I'm just saying. There's only a few left, so I'm just
I don't
like,
because there
"Man."
are bands that I would like to see. Like,
Yeah, of
I'm like
course.
you, I mean, I haven't seen the Eagles, and I like their music, but for me, I'm not gonna spend 350 to go see them.
Well, 350 for crap seats.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, if you wanna buy the seats that you wanna have, I mean, you're looking at, you might be looking at 4 figures. So, I mean,
Well, I mean,
when we
how?
when we were
Rush
looking,
front front row seats were $1,000.
well, when yes, exactly. When we were looking at Guns N' Roses, the seats we wanted were $1,200, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. I just
Because see, the
can't.
problem, I think the problem with you and I is that once you sit and have good seats, it's really hard to go to a concert and be far back.
And have crappy seats, yes.
Yeah. Because once I got and started going and being up front and, you know, before concert tickets got out of whack, to kind of just go back and sit in the crappy seats unless it's a bucket list band, not a bucket band list, a bucket
Bucket
list
band,
band
that's a good term.
that, which like you said, there's only a 2 or 3. I don't really have a interest in, you know, spending that kind of money.
Yeah, yeah, I don't it it just bugs me because I mean, I just hate the way the ticket system is now, and because I don't go to a lot of big shows because most of the time, like, take an artist like Slash. Usually, I'll go see Slash when he's playing with Miles Kennedy. That's gonna be like 1,000-seat show, and I'll still get to hear Guns N' Roses material, and that ticket was probably $50. But I'm not gonna go see freaking Guns N' Roses for, 1,200 bucks. It's I mean, I can't bring myself to do that anymore. So, but if but honest to God, if Sade was to, like, announce an Atlanta date, I'd probably pay whatever the price was.
And but that's the thing. I mean, the 1200, like that kind of price though, that's not meet and greets, VIP. I mean, that
No,
is
it's
just
not.
what normal tickets are. To go see them, and it's if you're getting that kind of experience, the VIP, the meet and greet, you know, some added stuff to it versus the people 20 rows behind you. And if it's like your favorite band, yeah, I can get it, but
Well, I mean, I've met Slash, I've met Miles Kennedy. I mean, I've met, like, the majority of my heroes. I mean, RIP Eddie Van Halen, but I mean, I've met most of those dudes, but yeah, it's like there's a couple that are still out there, but yeah, it's I there's a couple I would still pay that cost for. Not many, but there's a couple.
it's because like when I went into the VIP last year with Brian Adams, I mean, that was something I was willing to pay the money on because he's one of my all-time favorites. I'm not going to do that for everybody, and I did it one time, and I wouldn't do it. I mean, I really enjoyed it, but it's like I don't need to do it again, you know.
Right. Right. No, I
And
get that.
so I mean, so we've got to, and taking this back to Stryper, we should be really fortunate that you can, for most Stryper shows that we go to, you can buy a 40 or $50 ticket and be front and center, and maybe add on the meet and greet if you haven't done that before. I think the meet and greets right now we're going for 100, 150. I can't remember, but I mean, so you're $200 all in versus, like you said, 1,200 bucks or 350 for sorry seats.
Yeah. And it's also cool because I mean, those guys are really chill. I mean, if you're gonna, like, have a meet and greet with a certain band, it's some bands when you meet, it's like, it's disappointing. Stryper is not one of those bands. So, I mean, I've had a couple of those experiences, and they sucked, and I'm not gonna name names, but, I mean, Stryper has never been I mean, because let's see, da, 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 da. 3 times I've met members of Stryper, and they've always been really, really cool, so yeah, I mean, if if you have the resources, then yeah, go do that because it's it's fun.
It's fun, and again, it's another the way I look at it too, it's another way to support the band these days.
Absolutely, that's a good point.
So, that's why, because I mean, when we were growing up, there were no meet and greets
God,
that I
yeah,
recall.
dude, yeah, no, there weren't.
I mean, this is a really I mean, it was like you've talked your story before about creating fake backstage passes so you could that's how you met people, you know, is getting a pass to
White
go backstage.
White Lion, baby. We my boy made fake backstage passes for White Lion, and that's how we got to meet him. So
That's pretty cool. A band I would like to see live. Well, and that's not gonna happen because Vito is not playing anymore, but at least Mike Tramp's trying to keep the music alive, so
he is trying, yeah. I mean, yeah.
somebody
God,
I'd
we
like
are
to go
all over
see.
the place.
But speaking of music, let me play this song. I'm all right, I'm okay. I just got it going on underneath us, but there you go. Right when the song starts, it's just kicking right in.
Yeah.
And if you want me to pause it at any time to point something out or say something, let me know.
I There's a couple of points in this song that I really like. When when they they don't change tempo, but when they hit the chorus, like right there,
Yeah. The harmonies right there are really good. I really love the
and
chorus.
yes, and the harmonies right there are really really good. I mean, yeah, it's they break in and out of not necessarily time structures, but just patterns. And so yeah, I really liked it. And man, I it kind of just took me back to like just to my teenage years, and that sounds really cheesy.
No, but I hear what you're saying because what I was watching. Gosh, what's that guy's name? He always does reaction videos to songs, and he always does them with Stryper. And he was talking about how, he was talking about, gosh, it's really familiar, Soldiers Under Command to how that, but then modernizing it as well, which I thought he hit it spot on while listening to the song, and then of course you got a Michael Sweet screaming here a
Yeah,
couple of
that.
times. I'm going to pause it there for just a second because I thought when they did that scream or when he did that signature scream there, I liked how then it flows into the guitar solos right after that because it kind of went into for me it sounded like it kind of went into a kind of a different tempo, but I
Well,
mean,
yeah, they cut it in half,
yeah,
and yeah, they cut it in half, and then it went into the the two alto leads. Like, oh, it's that piece is so old school, and I was like, so you go from Mike's like freaking just in the rafters vocal, and then you come all the way down and you cut the song in half tempo wise, and they're doing you know the uh, the alto leads. So it's him and Oz doing their thing, and I was like, God, what year is this? I mean,
the guitar solos are pretty sick in this song.
dude, the guitar work in this song is really sick. And the other part of it too, just overall, the production on this song as a whole, it's really bright, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it, and it was it had a lot of nostalgia to it. So I don't know, man, I really dig this song.
Yeah,
So
and the other thing that I really enjoyed on this song, and it's typically not the thing that because I always kind of go towards the guitars in a song. But this song, listening to Robert play on this song, he sounded to
Yeah.
me, it sounded like I mean, I'm just like, what is going on here? You know, I mean, and then there's this one part towards the end of the song when he's just really going at it with the chorus right before the end of the song. I'm just like going, that is really cool.
No, he's doing
Whatever
some
he's
work.
doing there.
No, he's doing some work. I mean, when I was saying earlier about going into the chorus, because I feel like he probably wrote that piece, because and then yeah, at the end, he's definitely doing some work in this song. So I really enjoyed the drums in this song.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
That to me stood because typically we've said this before. Typically, I'm the guitar guy. Not that I play, but that's just what I've always been drawn to. But I heard his playing in the song, and I was just like, "Wow, that's really."
that's some.
I mean, listening to this right now, I mean,
Mike is killing it on this right here.
there it goes. Here it comes with Robert.
Yeah, he's doing it right here. Yeah.
So, just so we've talked about this part here. This is the guitar part. I mean, the drum part.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
spoke
he's
a little
doing
too
some
soon.
quads right here that are just freaking sick.
And then you go with
Then we
Michael
go
with this scream at the end of the song and right in.
I hate the snare at the end. I don't know why, but I hate it.
But I mean, the thing is though, you hear the end of that song, and it's just kind of like we always talk about this too. The sequence of an album. What is this song going to lead into next?
It's going to be the leader or the closer.
You think so?
Yep, I do. Cuz it's it's a great freaking song. It's either going to be the first one or the last one.
Yeah.
Just just me talking.
I mean,
So,
when I think of, but when I look, when I hear that song, the other thing too, we talked about the lyrics. We've talked a little bit about just its music quality, but Michael's vocals again are once spot on. I mean, with everything that he has been going through with the cancer and everything like that, I was kind of curious to see what his voice was going to sound like and to see if there was going to be any different or if there was any kind of struggles or but no, I felt like vocally I thought that he was
doesn't
nailing
sound
it
like it.
from front to back on this song. It's just like you would
No,
never.
dude, he's in the freaking pocket. So yeah, I don't this this could be this could be a front of a Stryper album, or it could be the back of a Stryper album. We talk about this stuff all the time. It's like they have a great front or they have a great back. And so I think this song could be either one of those.
And they've got a couple of other songs that they've done some videos for that are going to be coming out at some point. And there's no release date on those, but because of course because this one just came out. But I mean, like you said, the production quality on this, I mean, you can't. I mean, it's just so tight with
It's
the pro-
really good, dude.
with with the production and producing, and I sit there, and I know Michael said one time years ago about you know dreaming of wouldn't happen now, but helping produce a Van Halen record. I mean, I just wonder what that would have sounded like if he was doing the production work on that.
My God, could you imagine?
And I think and it goes back to not just the music that he writes, but the producing and the production work that he does. I mean, he is a like you said, he is a machine. He is doing a lot of what's
Dude,
going
could you
on.
imagine freaking Michael Sweet producing a Van Halen record? I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm just like, my brain is like,
Yeah, because that was years ago when he
I mean, I
said
know
that.
it's, yeah, it's been a million years ago, but it just, yeah, it makes my brain melt a little.
Yeah, because
It's got
this
to be like
was
90s.
no, it wasn't that long ago. It was 2019 when he was talking about it.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
because what it said was Stryper's Michael Sweet says he could help Van Halen create the best album since Women and Children First.
Ooh, that's a strong statement, sir.
And that was on Eddie Trunk's website, and that was April 19th, 2019.
Since women and children first. Whew. Okay.
So hit the wrong. Yeah, so I mean, but man, I love the new song. I
I do.
just
I
absolutely
mean, I
love
do
it.
too. I, th- I think as I've listened to this song like probably 10 times today, and probably 10 times yesterday.
Yeah, I
But
know. I'm right there with you.
but as I was going through it, it really did lead me through like the. It's like, all right, this sounds like this. You know, this archive of Stryper, and then all right, so we're gonna go through this archive of Stryper, and then we're gonna cut the song in half, and we're gonna do the the alto solos and the the archive, or excuse me, the alto vocals. I mean, it felt like a freaking just archive of just what they've been doing, which was it was really freaking cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, because I think we've said it a couple of times, but blending the old with the new
Yeah.
and making it sound good in 2020, or I shouldn't say good, but making it sound incredible in 2026 because
Well, and the
it's giving you, like you said, that nostalgia of the 80s, but keeping it modern for today.
Well, yeah. I mean, and not just from the musical stylings, but the production as well. I mean, it sounded like really good. I mean, and it's like cool. You guys wrote a new song, and it sounds amazing. But the production sounded really cool, and it was bright, and I just yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing. So
Well,
like
this is the thing that I love. It's making me excited to hear the rest of the album. I mean,
I totally agree with you.
because I mean, they've never released, and to my recollection, they've never released an album or a first single off an album that made me go, "Oh, I don't want to hear the rest of it." But I mean, this really makes me like, if the rest of the album has this lyrical content, this musical capability to it, production sound, Michael Sweet's on top of the game with his vocals.
He
It's
really is.
it's it's I could see why he's saying that this could be their best one yet.
Well, and you know, I don't ever accuse Mike of having ego, but sometimes when you think your stuff is good, and sometimes you hey, say it,
Yeah,
you know?
because I mean, the thing is, if you don't believe that it's good, how are you gonna get the fans or other people to believe that it's good?
Nah. I mean, he's never been a guy lacking on confidence, but
Over
never been a
egotistical.
ego. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
because he's just, I don't know, proud of his work. I don't know what the best thing to
no,
say is.
no, that's a good way to say it. Yeah, he's never been a dude with a big ego, but he's always been a guy that's been proud of his work. That's
Yeah,
that's
and
what I would say.
But again, this first song did not disappoint, and it left me wanting more, and can't wait to hear the other 10 songs that are going to be on this album.
Man, if they can do this, replicate it over 10 songs, let's go.
Yeah, because you know when that album comes out, we'll be taking the time to review that album and dissecting it and playing it. What's our favorite? What's not? Yeah, I mean, so
Well, hopefully, man, we don't have a release date, but
no,
maybe
no release date. We don't even have the name of the album yet. So I mean, all of that is still to come. But they'll probably. I mean, I would assume that when they release the title of the album, that's when you can go in and pre-order it. And so I got my card ready. I've got my card ready.
can we shout out our boys real quick on the
Yes, we can. Rock and Metal Faith.
yeah, I had such a I was listening to that the other day and I was like, yeah, I mean, this is the first time we've been on another podcast and I was like, well, crap, let me get yeah, so they released that and I was like, man, that was really fun. So yeah, I mean, good on you guys. I had a really we had a really good time doing that with y'all, so appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't remember what episode it was, but it was a few episodes back. We talked about, Rock and Metal Faith, how we were able to talk with them. And then that episode was that episode where we had the privilege of being on with them. It dropped last week. So again, that's Rock and Metal Faith with Aaron and Chris, and they talk all things Christian metal. But that particular day, we primarily focused on Stryper, which is what we focus on here. But I told Aaron this, and he's game for it. We just got to set a date to invite them and have them come on with us so we can work. I'm working on that with them right now.
Cool. Yeah, I just thought yeah, I thought it was like a cool vibe. I mean, I thought when I listened to it back, we had a good vibe with them. So yeah, I
And it'll
was
be good because when we talk to them, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can ask them about their podcast because again, they focus on a lot of the Christian metal, out there beyond just beyond what we do here. So
well, I think between the two of us, we could probably I think we probably have enough knowledge to put some stuff together. So
yeah, but yeah, but again, it's Aaron and Chris from Rock and Metal Faith. So be sure to check them out and be sure to give them a listen because they do have a great show and
totally.
they talk about a lot of different bands and albums and stuff like that. So go give them a listen.
Yeah, totally. That was fun. So
Yeah, it
I
was.
enjoyed.
It was.
Yeah,
It was nice talking to somebody different than just you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
this is the point where I would curse, but I'm not going to.
But yeah, so look at that. We said let's try to keep it under an hour, and we're right at
Or
an hour, man.
dude, we did it.
I know we did. We did. We did it. We kept it under an hour, or right at an hour, I should say. So
Well, hey, we're usually at an hour and a half, so that's
I
cool.
know. Yeah, there've been a couple of times we've gone crazy and we're doing 2+ hours, but that's only been a few times.
Well, you know what? If it's interesting, who cares?
So, well, at least it's interesting to you and I. That's what matters because
Well,
we're talking to
yeah,
each
that's
other.
what matters. All
But no,
right.
so episode 37, to hell with the podcast. We release this on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for new episodes every Tuesday, unless the internet decides to shut down on us one day, and it better not. But no,
Hopefully,
episode
hopefully.
37. Be sure to like and subscribe. Give us any feedback, comments. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, anything else before we close out, Daryl?
Like and subscribe, and
Yes.
tell me how cool my old King's X shirt
King's
is.
X shirt, man. King's X shirt.
I
That is
know I'm
pretty good.
old, but hey, my the guy that married me gave me this shirt, so
Oh, that's
hey,
cool. I didn't know that.
yep. All right. Love you guys.
Yes. Love you guys. And we will see you next week. Have a great week until then. God bless.
Love y'all.